The same thing holds true with a combination. Its punches and bunches land more than just one punch, unless that one punch is just super fast. Hey guys, Pit Master here. I'm here at Vato. We're gonna go over the UFC this past weekend, which was a really good card, but we're just gonna zero in on the Raging Al Iaquinta against Cowboy Cerrone. Such a good fight, such tough guys. I gotta say it though. Cowboy Cerrone is just, man, I got to hang out with him the last fights in New York when Glover fought. And just such a nice, respectful, humble guy. Do you know that, let me just give you the behind the scenes. He goes to all the fights with his grandma, who helped raise him. He goes to all the fights. She's in the ring with him. She's in the cage with him after the fight. She raised him. And we talked for hours with her. And she says she's so happy when he's in the cage, because that's when she feels the safest. Because he fucking skydives, he gets in fights, he scuba dives, he rock climbs, he does crazy shit. What else?
Is he a bull rider? No?
I think so. I think he's a bull rider too. He does all kind of shit where he's broken bones, he's crushed his ribs and crushed his lungs, had to have surgery. This guy just does all kind of crazy shit. But let me tell you the other side of him. The day he fought in New York, right? The morning of the fight, it was freezing out. It was like fucking 12 degrees or minus 12 or something. He took his kid out in a stroller and went walking around Manhattan with his baby. With his baby, the day he fought. Not the day before he fought, the day he fought. He took his baby for a stroll, like a 5-mile stroll, like in the stroller. What a guy. What a guy. He's just a fucking dad. He's a husband. Oh man, he's such a good guy. But anyway, okay. Back to this fight. This fight was a brutal fight, back and forth. But let me tell you, Cowboy is training with a Muay Thai guy. His name is Joe Schilling.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah, I didn't really know much about Joe Schilling, and I really don't. But whatever he's doing, Cowboy Cerrone is like using the best of the kickboxing now, adding it to his great submissions, takedown defense, and he's becoming better. He's a new version of himself. He's getting better and better. When Al threw those leg kicks, you just saw Cowboy just pick it up and check him. You don't see that very often in MMA.
Hardly everyone.
Anyone. No one checks kicks.
Just eat it.
But I'll tell you who does check kicks. Cowboy Cerrone. He's partly probably because he's great. And that trainer he has, Joe Schilling, must be doing a really good job. He just checked him like nothing. And when somebody checks a leg kick, it hurts the kicker more than it hurts the checker. I'm telling you that right now. That's 100% fact. If you don't believe me, ask Anderson Silva. Okay, so with that said, that was one of the reasons that I think Cowboy Cerrone won. Just constant leg kicks. Leg kicks on the outside, leg kicks on the inside. And when Al tried to leg kick him, he just checked it like nothing. And when somebody checks your kicks, you don't want to throw them anymore. So that was one of the reasons that I think Cowboy won. Another reason was Al started throwing one punch at a time. The only time that one punch works is if you throw it real quick. And it's just right there. But when you start from a little farther out, and maybe you throw a right hand and your opponent sees it, he's going to get out of the way. So that's when you start having to put punches in bunches. Just like if you try to shoot a target, right? Your chances of hitting that target are better if you shoot it with a shotgun, because there's a lot of little pellets going out there. The same thing holds true with a combination. Its punches and bunches land more than just one punch, unless that one punch is just super fast, okay? Another reason I think that Al wasn't landing as much. He was throwing a good right hand, but he was leaving it hanging. I hate when people leave the right hand hanging.
Reset.
You should always reset with your left hook. Even if your opponent's not right there, throw the left hook anyway. It's a way to reset, because after right hand, you're here. You don't want to end up here. You got to come back to here anyway. So if you got to come back to there anyway, you might as well take the left hook with you. All right? So those are two of the main reasons that I think Cowboy won. That front kick to the face, that was a knockdown. That was a pretty good reason too. I think Cowboy has the kickboxing down. He's got that dialed in. He's got great takedown defense, and even when he ends up on his back, he'll fucking triangle you. So he's a complete fighter. I see Cowboy Cerrone fighting for a title really soon. Great card, great main event. Thanks for coming, guys. Please, I want you guys to comment on this one and follow me on this, because Adrian and I, that's what I call Vato Adrian sometimes, but his real name's Vato, or it's the other way around. But anyway, but I also have a new course right now, and the link is below. It's going to teach you how to throw the best left hook in the world and defend the takedown, because sometimes people want to take you down for some reason. Thanks for coming.